Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbish rahli sadri wa yassir li amri. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Very warm welcome to all of my followers, subscribers, lovers, students too. Once again, very warm welcome to my very important program, Analysis Headlines. As per schedule, we are going to discuss headlines of different newspapers of Sunday. As I tell you many times, that most of the times this happens that Sunday newspaper mostly covering all of the newses. So just we are waiting for our news, and just I am going to share with you. So very first of all, I warm welcome Dua Noor. I think she has joined me. So as per schedule, we have to discuss the headlines of Sundays. Particularly, we are going to discuss the Dawn newspaper, that which is going to cover almost your complete week. What has happened in this week, which are the major news for this particular pivotal week, what has been going on. So I consider that without wasting time, that obviously a little bit as usual, we are waiting for the friends, and we are going to just for 1 or 2 minutes, so people must join me. So then we start. So a little bit, I invite my students, then we are going to start the program. So guys, once again in front of you. So I think very soon the friends are going to join us. So very first of all, that I am going to share with you these news. PM votes to bring down food prices from tomorrow. As we are well aware that nowadays the price hike, inflation is on its peak, and everybody is talking about the inflation and definitely about the price hike, and particularly the price hike on those daily utensils which are definitely in need for your survival, for your livelihood. So definitely all the things are on its peak, and definitely it's very good news for the people of Pakistan, that Prime Minister of Pakistan has taken very serious step, and he pledged that we are going to look after these prices, and definitely is to be cut down. And particularly he has enforced his Tiger Force, that to make it sure that all the prices must be in control and people should be getting benefit out of it. It will never be tolerated if the price hike is still there. So this is the lead story of the Dawn newspaper, Sunday's newspaper. It's very important news. It's very important news for the people of Pakistan. What they people are going to have this good news, that PM is definitely on his decisive mood, that he is going to care for the people. Definitely, the daily utensils, use daily the things which are of daily use. If we are going to face inflation or price hike problem over there, so it comes very difficult to lead our life. So this is the first news I wanted to share, particularly in a little bit detail. Imported wheat, sugar to be released at controlled rates, says Minister. That definitely we are facing much more problem in wheat and sugar. So they are going to do a lot for the people of Pakistan. So keep this in your mind, that keep in touch with this news, that whether the prices are going to be cut down or not, we have to keep eye on it. So there is very important one more news from COAS. This stands for Chief of Army Staff. He says that positive criticism is not hybrid war. We continue to support government as per law, reaffirms Bajwa. Says enemies who plotted Pakistan's doom and destruction are watching it with disdain. That definitely, like many times, COS and Pak Army is always committed to look after for the people of Pakistan, for the land of Pakistan, and definitely it's in very strong hands. Even India must think to go for any adventurism if the people are going to. So first of all, they must think something before. So this is very important news from the Chief of Army Staff, Pakistan, Mr. Qamar Javed Bajwa. So the third news, very, very alarming news is the third news what I'm going to share with you. It's a little bit, as we are, Muslim, thanks a lot, as we are saying that this is a paradoxical trepidation, that sometimes we are having fear, but sometimes we are excited that we are going towards, in our backlashes, that we are going to enter in a proper life once again, like we have faced a lot more. But in all this scenario, that we are going to have one very, very alarming and a little bit fearful news. What is that? Islamabad reimposes mini smart lockdown due to COVID-19. That COVID-19 is once again is a little bit creating trouble, and round about 600 to 700 people, they are being diagnosed on daily basis that people are getting this disease once again. So there might be a lockdown position will be there, and mini smart lockdown is being imposed on in Islamabad, in the capital of Pakistan. Okay, so this is the third alarming news I have shared with you. So there is fourth news on the first page, and all these news are very important. You know that whenever we are going to read out the first page, so it is very important, and you are being given the basic and major news first of all. So the fourth news is 2 soldiers martyred in Waziristan attack. So this is also not a good news that from the forces that 2 soldiers have been martyred by in Waziristan. Like you know that we have, with the help of Almighty, we have got rid of this terrorism, this abuse, this sickness, this illness of terrorism. We have got rid of, but little bit. Sometimes some incidents occur which definitely takes the nation into the gloom. So this is the fourth news what I've shared with you, and fifth and very important news, which is the hot topic nowadays. You know, and you must be clear what I want to say. That is about position of Pakistan. That all the parties they have gathered on one umbrella, under one umbrella, and there is only one agenda, that they want that the government present regime is to go out, because it's not doing anything for the people, for the betterment of the people, for the betterment of the people of Pakistan. They are just been working against opposition. So this is their agenda that they are going to. So what is the news relevant to this is that Nawaz alone faces sedition case now. 4 sections of PPC also removed from FIR. Okay, so this is, you know, the opposition leader, the opposition party PMLN, the leader of this party is Mr. Nawaz Sharif, that he is in a fix nowadays, and he's been jailed, but he got a little bit favors from the government just because of his sickness, because of his illness. But now the scenario has been totally changed, because all of the party members, round about all of the party members of PMLN, particularly the opposition leader Mr. Shehbaz Sharif, his son, and many more people, they have been jailed, and they are not allowed to come out to participate in politics, to participate in Parliament House. So that's why now PMLN also has taken a little bit, bold step, you know, that they are saying that in this way, if they were going in a quiet and calm way. So this was not being accepted by the government. So the point is, now they have decided that they should also do something to get rid of this government. And on the other hand, the positive thing, what they have got, that present regime, to greater extent, they have failed to do something for the betterment of the people, for the people of Pakistan. This is, a little bit a good sign for opposition. I mean, on the basis of these things. Otherwise, as I discussed with you in my last speech, that okay, they are going to have agitation. Opposition is going to have agitation, processions, long marches, and all that. At that time, when they are facing the facts, when they are facing the problems, they are not doing for the people. This is very unfortunate with the people of Pakistan, that nobody is doing anything for the betterment of the people, and nobody is listening. Nobody is listening to the paupers, to the poor. If they are going to have any problem, nobody is coming outside. But this is unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, you should imagine it yourself, that whenever they are going to face problems themselves, then they start raising hue and cry, then they start raising their voice and something like this. So this has been little bit analysis I want to give you. So there is also one advertisement which I will read later. So this is the first page I've covered. So now I am willing to go for the second page, because I am reading from the newspaper. So a little bit disturbance you might have to face. So please accept it, because as I told you many times, that I am alone and I am handling all the things myself. I am cameraman myself. I'm reader myself, presenter myself. So Muhammad Shahid has joined. Okay, who is Shahid? Shahid, please introduce yourself, boy. So I am okay, Mazam, you can also share information with your friends if you want to do it. Okay, you are most welcome. So now I am on back page, and also very important news happened there on the back page. What I'm going to discuss. Very first of all, proclamation against Nawaz nephew issued. Reference against ex-PM also involves Jang Group editor-in-chief. So this is against, Jio and Jang Group. They are facing the problems. The owner and the chief executive of the Jang Group and Jio, Mr. Shakilur Rahman, he is in jail from about 210 days. But I don't understand, I cannot say, because this is under court, this matter is, so what is going on? So please, I just would request, whatever the situation is, please make it clear. Government should make it clear what is happening. Otherwise, government, I would tell you that this would become big issue for you. I am just talking to government that you should make it clarified that what the issue Mr. Shakilur Rahman is having, because 200 days have been passed, which about 6 to 7 months have been passed over there. So please, whatever the case, what you people are going to register against him, so just reach on any decision. Otherwise, people start thinking that there is some sort of revenging and avenging. So I think government cannot afford it, particularly in present timing. So you need to take care of these things. So also very, very alarming and critical news what I have for my audience. Revival of KCR may not be a pipe dream after all. I have got the pic over here that the situation of Karachi, just because of garbage, it's been much more damage, really, and nobody is taking care. The provincial government is blaming the city government, and city government is blaming the provincial government. Provincial government sometimes is blaming the federal government, and federal government is sometimes blaming the provincial government. we don't understand what is happening, but Karachi is being missed, I tell you. Karachi is being ruined. Nobody is taking care of these things. So I tell you that if the people keep on doing like this, so Karachi would become, very, what should I say, in a bitter position or condition. So I request to the people, to the governments, whether they are from the city government, whether they are from the provincial government, whether they are from federal government. So please give attention to Karachi. Karachi is financial hub of Pakistan. Karachi runs, Pakistan runs. Karachi flourishes, Pakistan flourishes. Karachi moves its economical position, so your country, your Pakistan is moving. So we have to be take care of Karachi. So I would request not just be in blame game. Please, for God's sake, I am requesting to all of my. So there was an option of my package, so I had to renew. So not to go in the blame game. I am requesting to all of the governments, whether the city government, whether the provincial or federal government, please focus on Karachi, because just because of Karachi, your economical activity flourishes, improves, progresses. So we have to definitely take Pakistan forward, and we have to be in developed nations. All the time we are just saying that we are underdevelopment. So we have to catch out development, so we have to take care of it, of this thing. So this is relevant to Karachi. Now, GB election chief rejects apprehensions about rigging. This is very important news I'm going to show you. GB Gilgit-Baltistan, the 5th province of Pakistan. Most of the people, they are unaware that they know that we are having just 4 provinces. No, we are having now 5 provinces. The 5th province is Gilgit-Baltistan, the hilly area where you people go for excitement and for enjoyment. So this is your 4th province, and you know that elections are going to be held over there. So many people, they are saying that there might be some rigging, particularly PMLN. They are just claiming even before the elections that rigging might be there. So, but Chief Election Commissioner of GB of Gilgit-Baltistan, what he is saying that apprehensions, what you people are thinking, it might be over there. So please forget it and just believe in them, so it won't happen. So they are trying to cover the things that it won't happen like the people are thinking. It's very important news I am going to share with you. Maryam Nawaz will address PDM rally in Karachi, says Abbasi. Opposition ready for all kinds of sacrifices, say PPP statement. Like PDM, opposition Democratic Alliance is there, that they people are Pakistan Democratic Alliance, PDM stands for. So, all of the parties, they have gathered, all the opposition parties, and they have created a PDM, and head is Mr. Fazlur Rahman. And they people are going to have just one agenda. What is that? Just to get rid of this government. This is their saying. So, very first of all, the rally in Karachi will be held. So, I'm going to read the details. Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, PMLN, Vice President Maryam Nawaz is set to address the October 18th rally of opposition parties in Karachi, in what is expected to her first public appearance in the business in the business capital of the country. A senior party leader said on Saturday, on 18th October, the rally is going to be held in Karachi from the PDM PDM stands for Pakistan Democratic Alliance. Okay, this is the alliance where all of the opposition parties are gathered, and they are going to, just on one agenda, they people have gathered. And what is that agenda? Agenda is that just to get rid of this government, present regime, is to go out, because because they think that, all the things are, nothing is in the favor of Pakistanis people, nothing is in the favor of opposition. The government is not ready to sit with the government. So all these issues, very hopefully, I'll try. On 18th of October, I will do the live program, and we'll be sharing with you these things. I'll try my level best, and it's my promise with the guys that because opposition has decided to go for long march in the month of January 2021. So my promise that I will be covering and I'll be sharing with my friends all that activity. So this was the next news, very important, what I have shared with you. So now I just want to go in the inner page. I have, if there is any important news. So I tell you that most of the times I'm not, reading it before. So I am reading this newspaper with you people, because I haven't, yes, Mozam, keep on sharing the things. Definitely when I complete this reading, then I'll be with you to have negotiations. So Bilawal demands release of all political prisoners in the country. Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, that he demands the release of all political prisoners in the country, like he knows that, like everybody knows that majority of the political parties, the workers, they have been imprisoned, they have been jailed. So now the leader of Pakistan People's Party, Mr. Bilawal, that is demanding from the government that all the prisoners, political prisoners, they must be released. Let's see whether it's going to happen or not, but I don't think that. So in detail, Sikhs lawyers support in the opposition drive against PTI government. Now you know that the role of lawyers become very important, because when the prisoners, political prisoners are over there, so then parties need their legal aid from the lawyers. That because only that is only the way at that time when all the people they have just one way, the courts. They people are looking towards the court. So that's why he requested to the lawyers that be with them. So little bit I want to share with you advertisement for students if there is. So I can't see this, but so I have to come again on the news. Hunza sit in called off on assurance of prisoners' release. Hunza also is the part of Gilgit-Baltistan, what we call GB. Okay, so activists were jailed in 2011 for organization riots during protest over Athabad Lake disaster. This is very old case where many people were imprisoned in 2011. So people were having to sit in what you people call dharna as well. Very, very important and little bit, interesting news I have for you. Harim Shah, is very famous artist, TikTok artist, and all of you people are aware that TikTok has been banned. And it's a big news for everybody. I don't know the background why it's been banned, but it's been banned. So Harim Shah was having a press conference where she was having, I think in Karachi. Yes, she is she was having a press conference in Karachi. TikTok star terms ban move to divert public attention from issues. One thing I tell you that many times Harim Shah was saying that she is the part of this government, that she is from PTI and she is very active player of PTI. Now she is against of her government because she is saying that TikTok should not ban. So let's see what happens. So please also any people who are with me, you people should share with me whether the TikTok has been should have been banned or not. So please tell me what you people think about the TikTok. I mean, whether TikTok should be going on or there should be some ban or something like this. So please let me know. So. Little bit I shared with you about the TikTok, what Harim was saying. In sharp reaction to the government's decision of banning TikTok, a video sharing social networking service, social media celebrity Harim Shah on Saturday slammed the restriction and called it a move to divert the public's attention from real issues such as wheat flow crisis. This is a big news that Harim is saying that this is just the diversion of from the basic issues. What are the basic issues? Basic issues, wheat is its price in its high position. Inflation is much more. Your petrol, your wheat, your sugar, your daily utensils, all the things, all the prices are on its peak. So Harim is saying, in crunch timing, like you people are banning TikTok, this is just mean your move to divert the attention of the people of Pakistan. So they should be diverting, they should be diverted, their intention should be diverted. So this is the saying of Harim, And then she says, as you all know, that TikTok has been banned, and the reason that's been banned, given content for its behayai, what they have used the word, I'm reading that, okay? So then what she's saying, vulgarity obviously, or indecent content, I think that's not solid reason. It's an entertainment app. If there is criminal content on it, then the administrator, those who run it of the app, block it themselves, the popular TikToker said. Harim was saying, it's not the criminal activity. I am in favor with her on this point. Okay, vulgarity is a different thing. It should not be there. I am not in favor of that. But it's not a crime. People who are having the crime also I would request from the people who are working for TikTok, they should little bit also be caring for our norms. We are Muslim country, so little bit for moralities they have to take care of. So like what they people were doing, so that was also the extreme. Now the extreme has been from the government side, so both are on the extreme position, so which is not good. So from both of the sides, I consider both of sides must rethink this, okay, that not to be in the hype. What my religion, what your religion, what our religion, Islam says to us, always be moderated, be enlightened, but be moderated, balanced, not to be on the peak, okay, always be in the middle, not to be lowest, not to be the upper one. Just follow the mediating way. So, this is very interesting news, and TikTokers, they are very, very worried about it. So I don't know, what can I can just raise my voice for TikTokers, and I would request from you TikTokers as well. This is my request to you as well, that you should also be careful a little bit, that we are Muslim country, so we have to be caring for our norms. And I also request to the government, so please, this is little bit entertaining activities. So now I think when they have banned one thing, so little bit they might have got lesson. So please unban it, and the people should also mean TikTokers who are doing the TikTok videos, so they should also be caring for our norms, for our religion, because on the religion we can never compromise. Keep this thing in your mind. So this was very, hunting news, I would call. So I was supposed to share this with you. So there is one international news. China thankful for Pakistan's support on HK issue. Beijing, China on Friday thanked the government and people of Pakistan for extending strong support on its position on Hong Kong related issues at the UN General Assembly Third Committee. You know that there is issue between Hong Kong and China. So Pakistan supported China because China is our friend, very close ties we are having. So that's why China is thanking to the people of Pakistan and to the government of Pakistan. So there is one more important news. PBC, Pakistan Bar Council, includes more lawyers in body set up to defend journalists. This is very good news for us, for journalists, so I have to share with you. The Pakistan Bar Council, mother institution that regulates the affairs of the legal issues, on Saturday included more lawyers in the Journalists Defense Committee. It has constituted to provide legal assistance and to defend journalists. So this is very, very I tell you that a positive news, and I am really, being a journalist, I'm really thankful to lawyers. I am really grateful to PBC, Pakistan Bar Council, that they have added more people to give assistance to the people, to the journalists, because while we are working, so we are working in very tough timing. We are fighting with mafias. We are fighting with the culprits. We are like the secret agencies. Okay, Humara has given the suggestion TikTok should be banned. So please tell me that why it should be banned. So please tell me first of all that why should it be banned. Also explain this. Then we are going to ban it. So I was thanking words to the PBC, Pakistan Bar Council. So that Pakistan Bar Council has added its team members for the committee, which is working for the defense of the journalists, which is highly appreciative. And I was telling you, that we are working in very tough timings. All the journalists, because most of the journalists, they are from middle class. I tell you very openly. I know many journalists, many of my friends, myself, all are from middle class, so we are not having much more sources, and we have to fight with culprits, with the mafias, with the enemies. So then definitely many people are having litigations against us, which is unfortunate, that they were having litigation against us. So then what could we do at that time? Even many people, many journalists, they could not afford the lawyers for facing their litigation. So PBC has made a committee which is working for the betterment of the journalists. So this is really appreciative. I wasn't aware about it. So now I have come to know about it. So I'm really thankful to all of my lawyer brothers. So this was the very important news. On next page, I am moving. So let's see. So there is very important news and advertisement here, job opportunities. Because I shared with you people that I will be sharing with you advertisements as well, so that which might be beneficial for you. So there is job opportunities advertisement. So anybody who wants to go there, so can in Oh, yes, Mozam, are you with me? There is advertisement of your department, OGDC. There are job opportunities in OGDC, Oil and Gas Development Company Limited, is looking to induct high caliber professionals who can take the company to new heights and dimensions in other listed categories. So the first category, manager drilling operations. So Mozam, are you with me? So please, I am reading this advertisement of your department, you know. Second is manager drilling fluids. The third one is manager cementation stimulation. And the fourth one is manager drilling material planning, you know. And the fifth one is manager chief engineer. And the sixth one is manager chief engineering logistics. So, and the condition is upper age limit for manager 50 years and for chief 45 years, means this is the age limit you have to follow, okay? So there is also one more very important advertisement from the NUST University. You know, it's very highly caliber university it is. So people are offering a graduate honors program, okay, fall 2020 session. Applications invited for. So which the people are offering LLB honors program will cover corporate law, international law, media law, criminology, social media, civil law, cyberspace law. So undergraduate honors program will be covering all these things. So if anybody is willing to have admission over there, so the people can. I am observing their address where you could contact. So I tell you about the web address TINYURL.com/NUSTLLB. Deadline is October 17, mean today is I think 12, and more 5 days are left. So if anybody is willing to get admission in National University of Sciences and Technology, they people can contact over there. So I am in one more page. Very small news are there, I mean local. So, you know, there has been one murder, Dr. Adil. So PM condemns religious scholars killing. Prime Minister Imran Khan has condemned the murder of prominent cleric in Karachi on Saturday evening, Maulana Dr. Adil Khan, who headed Jamia Farooqiyya, was shot dead. So this is very, gloomy news, which I am sharing with you. So who people are with me? Two people are with me. So very important page, which is my favorite. You know, in all of the newspaper, which page is my favorite? I want to share that. That is the page of articles. And I read all articles with a keen interest. And, I would request to all of my students and friends too, that you must read articles, because articles are full of with knowledge, and definitely it can teach you a lot. So there is one important article written by Asma Humayun, Time to Invest in Mental Health. Implications of mental health for development need to be understood in the public and political spheres. So I am not sharing this article with you. So just you should read in the Sunday's Dawn, Time to Invest in Mental Health, because this is a bit relevant to COVID timing. In COVID timing, so many people were having mental issues because just everybody was sitting free and nothing to do at that time. So people might be having bit mental issues. So she is discussed. So in auditorial, there is very popular auditorial TikTok ban. So little bit, just 3-4 lines I'm going to share with you, the government's ban on TikTok has come as devastating blow to the video sharing platform devoted community in Pakistan. So, people's platform, the app used and loved by citizens from all walks of life. Everybody's talking about TikTok. So I'm not in favor and not against, because if I consider if it's used positively, so it should work, I consider. So there is one more article, inclusive education. This is by Amber Dar. So you must read it also. Inclusive education. And by Tasneem Noorani. He was ex-bureaucrat of Pakistan, famous bureaucrat of Pakistan, Tasneem Noorani. So he has written The Way to Go. So you must read it. Just one point he has raised, very outstanding point by Tasneem, Mr. Tasneem. Human development is the only recipe for progress. Human development is the only recipe for progress. Keep it in your mind. So some letters I want to share with you. Letters, I a little bit tell you, the people who are unaware, that letters you can write to any newspaper means to you can send yourself. Any person can send letter in the newspaper if you people are having some problem in your native town, in your area, at your home, or whatever you want to share. You should and you could and you must. So there is there are many letters, so I just want to share with you just once. Encroachments, extra places which used on the road and footpaths, so that is called encroachments. So related to encroachment, an organized and systematic encroachment of Model Colony Railway station is in progress these days. So that means something is happening. So thanks a lot, God. There were several encroachments attempts made in the past that were thought by area residents who solicited the help of law enforcement personnel. They are also talking about the encroachment. Many times encroachments have been diminished, eliminated, but come again. So big issue. I don't know what is going to happen in the matter of encroachment, and I tell you that encroachments, this is the issue everywhere, in every area of Pakistan, whether the biggest city, whether the smaller, whether the medium, whether the tehsil, whether the village, everywhere encroachments problem. I don't know which the government will be there who can solve this issue. Oh, guys, it's very important news that is going to be shared out. So who is with me, Muazzam, and anyone else? I want to share with you, so I will be sharing with you in the end. Very important point. Situation vacant in FBR. FBR, Federal Board of Revenue, the board which is going to collect revenue for Pakistan, taxes. So that body is called FBR. So situations are vacant over there. Okay, jobs are available over there. So anybody who can fulfill the requirements, so must apply here. First of all, LDCs, clerical jobs are available. So in 9th grade, drivers, sweepers, and stenotypist, data entry operator, seat is available. And a little bit, LDCs. Okay, all these you can read out your this advertisement, and I will also share this page on my Facebook page. So very important page is in front of me, that is a business page. Dollar deposit rules tightening up. 270 onion laden truck await clearance at Torkham border. Customs officials unaware of reason for the delay. Onion truck, 270 onion laden trucks, 270 filled trucks of onion just waiting on Torkham border. I don't know, then we are saying that price hike is there, inflation is there. When you are doing like this, so then definitely price hike will be there, inflation will be there. When you people are spending much more time in the clearances. Stock recovers 7 to 7 points after 3-week rampage. Crude gloom sets in. Software to track social media presence. It's very important news. You must read it. So I think now I am on sports page. No, it's not sports page. So there I have the page with me, Macro, from the cities, Macro Central. What is backing rebel MP? A Gill questions respect for vote slogan. Qureshi sees PDM ripped apart soon. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood, you know what he's saying, Mr. Foreign Minister, that the PDM will be broken out soon. So let's see, it might be possible that this would happen. What can we say? Rashid warns of terrorism, coronavirus spread during rallies. I don't really understand. Sometimes now, we are using coronavirus, COVID-19 as a tool. Many times what we are going to do, okay, not to do this because of corona. If you want to do this, okay, you do it, no problem if corona is there. Really ridiculous thing. Anybody who is Mr. Sheikh Rashid, please, if the people are going to raise the voice of the people, if they are going to have agitation, so this is the beauty of democracy. And if you remember what Imran Khan, who is currently Prime Minister, what he used to say when he was having Long March, that he was saying, okay, government should tolerate us because we are democratic powers. And when he became Prime Minister, so in the beginnings when some parties, they tried to go for agitation, so what he said, that okay, you should come, we'll welcome you, we'll be your host. So just behave like this and say to the opposition, okay, this is your right, you can have agitation within the parameters of the law. I'm not saying out of law. In the parameters of the law, do whatever you want to do. What is this? All the time, all the party leaders, okay, you cannot do this because of COVID, and Mr. Sheikh Rashid, now everybody is aware of everything. Keep it in your mind. This is just single liner for you. PMLN warns government of obstructing rally. As the opposition's preparation for the first public show of the Pakistan Democratic Movement PDM in Gujranwala on October 16 are in full swing, the PMLN has warned that PTI government of creating any hurdles in it. PMLN leaders Pervez Rashid, Rana Sanaullah, Maryam Aurangzeb and Ataullah Tarar held separate meetings on Saturday with the office bearers, lawmakers and workers from Gujranwala and reviewed preparation for the rally. So I tell you that opposition is in its full mode to go against for the government and to go for the agitation. So I would request to the government that they should accommodate them. If they are going to stop the things, there might be collapse. So please avoid from any sort of collapse. So this is very important news which I have shared. So these are some news which I have shared from the Sunday newspaper. Especially the lead story what we were having, there is just issue between government and Pakistan we have to discuss today. A little bit, just for 10 minutes, because 50 minutes have been passed. So just for 10 minutes, I want to discuss this thing with my friends. I really don't understand. I discussed this before. When one party is in government, so they are having different rules. When the same party who is in opposition, when they come into power, so they are having entire, you know, it's time of media, it's time of social media, it's time of electronic media, it's time of print media. You cannot hide the things. Why we are not understanding, and when we are going to understand that we cannot hide the thing, that all of the thing, if you just mean many young generation or new generation might not be aware about it. If you people observe the time between 90 to 2000, just there was blame game. One time PMLN was in power. One time after 2.5, I think 2.5 years about, People's Party was in power. Then PMLN was in power. Then People's Party was in power. So just this is the circle going on. But people, they are not understanding. Now people, our politicians, they are not understanding. Now people are not like the past one. Okay, if you are going to ban TikTok, okay, you can ban, but that is an entertainment application. But now everybody is having Facebook, everybody is having YouTube. Anything happens wrong now must be covered, and what to talk about, just the people of Pakistan they are going to watch, everyone in the world people are going to watch. Keep it in your mind that everyone in the world is going to watch that. So you cannot hide the thing. And what we are doing still, we are living in the same dilemma, in the dilemma of 80s and 90s. So when you people, we are aware, majority of the governments, majority of the parties, the people are not doing for the betterment of the people of Pakistan. This is a big fact. But at least not just to fool one another. If now anyone is going to fool any person, so I tell you that people of Pakistan, they are well aware about everything, so they will expose. Now, whether the election comes or any other thing happens, people are aware. So, Mozam, what are you saying? Why now I'm coming to you, taking over and talking over the Supreme Court. What, Mozam, to talk about Supreme Court and take care of naming a Supreme Court, okay? Because you cannot say anything which is not, in the favor. So just understand. So 3 people are with me. So who are with me? So please let me know. Who are with me? Tahira. Okay, Tahira is with me from Jhang. Thank you very much for joining. So you are late, Tahira, because just after 5 minutes we are going to close our live transmission, and today we have discussed a lot. So please, if you haven't watched the video full, so watch it later whenever possible for you. So thank you very much. So I was just saying that governments and oppositions, they are fighting all the time. Okay, so if they are fighting, so let them fight, because they are allowed to fight. I have seen in many in parliaments of many countries, they are fighting this much that they just they want to kill one another. Okay, so in my country, in Pakistan, so position is not that much bad. So I consider that all the powers should give open way to everyone, that you should be allowed, okay, not be against of the state of Pakistan. This will not be tolerable. not to be against of state, not to be against of the forces, because our forces are our pride. We are proud of our forces because they have saved us lot more times from the attacks of our enemies. Okay, there might be some problems, but overall, I tell you that everybody, every individual, every Pakistani loves army. They are with the army, and definitely all of us love a lot. But point is not to be against. Okay, but I also would request to the forces not to be involved, because just before some times there was, a detail from the ISPR that they said that we are not part of any politics. That's true. That's true. They are working for the borders, for the saving borders. It's a very good thing. So just let them fight, sir. Because when the people are going to fight, then the things evolve, then the things progress. It's not like if they are not going to have some sacrifices, so they are going to do a lot for the people of Pakistan. It's not like that. Okay, so let them fight. Then they'll be refined. My point is, then they will be refined. So please, I consider that whenever the opposition is going to raise their voice within the lawful atmosphere, they must be allowed. They should be allowed. And that creates the honor for the regime, honor for the government. Then the government can have this statement that, okay, we are giving the welcome with open arms. So we are not worried about anything. So if you are going to stop the things, if you are not going to give the permissions, if you are going to create obstacles, if you are going to create hurdles in front of the opposition, so definitely it will totally go against of the regime. It will totally go against of the governments. This is the point which needs to be understood. So I consider now the opposition is announcing their processions, their rallies, their marches. I consider just government should give them the law parameters. They should give the parameters to the government, to the opposition, and should allow them. And tell them whatever you want to do, go ahead. We are not going to stop you. Okay, I tell you that this will create the positivity for the people, positivity in front of the people. This is 100% thing, that people are going to be having positive symptoms for the present regime if you are going to give them open place, if you are going to welcome them openly. So definitely it is going to be very, very positive for you. I tell you, it's the experience, and it's the experience of everyone. If I can imagine this, if a common man can imagine about it, so just consider, you politicians, you ministers, you knowledgeable persons, you people are having experiences. So you should think about it. So whenever the thing is going to be stopped, keep one more thing in your mind. Whenever you are going to stop the thing, so the thing will emerge more. Whenever you are going to have obstacles in front of anybody, just on common level you should take this example. With a common man, if you are going to stop any person again and again, so that person will erupt, then what you will do? Then nothing will be there. You would be having nothing in your hand. So I consider this is everybody nowadays is talking about this situation, what situation is going on in our country. So I consider if opposition, and I tell you that if you are going to give them open arms, open place, so if people, for example, if people are not with them, you'll be free. And next time there will be no mean slogan, nothing will be there that we are going to raise hands against the government, because they will be aware about that. from this activity, because this is the first time when the opposition is going to raise their voice. So it's my suggestion to the government that they must give open place, open hand. Okay, whatever you want to do, you should do, you can do. Prime Minister must announce himself that we are giving you the opportunity to have the agitation, to have the protest, but within the law, but within the law. And I tell you that in lot more times nothing happens. So this is the thing what many people are not understanding, but here needs to be understood, that this is the point on what you have to think. Thinkers must be thinking about it. Okay, it's not the common thing. And if you people are not going to, and opposition, and I request to opposition as well, that if they are going to have protests, agitation, so that must be within the law. Because if you people are going outside the law, then people will become against you. Because keep it in your mind, now everybody is reporter, now everybody is cameraman, now everybody is a newsman. Whatever you are going to do, the wrong thing will be caught out. Then what will you do? So on this last my sentence and words, that government should show its veracity and should give open hand to the people, to the opposition, so that they could go for the protest within the parameters of the law. Keep it in your mind, I am telling you again and again. So they should be allowed, and in this way, the democracy will flourish, will evolve more. So thank you very much for joining my live transmission today. I have shared a lot more news with you with a new topic on Wednesday. Inshallah, I'll be here once again in front of you with a very flourishing and very hot and burning topic. So please wait till then and be with me. And just this time, I have never said it before, but many of my friends, they have told me just to say, please share this video with your friends, so that they could also get some knowledge, okay? And also, if possible, for any person to subscribe the channel, so please subscribe to that. So thank you much once again. Pakistan Zindabad.